Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
A politically organized body of people under a single government. A political system in which the supreme power lies in a body of citizens who can elect people to represent them. A world organization of autonomous states that are united in allegiance to a central power but are not subordinate to it or to one another. The official name of some states in the United States, Massachusetts and Pennsylvania and Virginia and Kentucky, and associated territories, Puerto Rico. A politically organized body of people under a single government. The territory occupied by a nation. A politically organized body of people under a single government. The country's largest manufacturer. A particular geographical region of indefinite boundary, usually serving some special purpose or distinguished by its people or culture or geography. Bible country. The people who live in a nation or country. The whole country worshipped him. An area outside of cities and towns. His poetry celebrated the slower pace of life in the country. Material in the top layer of the surface of the earth in which plants can grow, especially with reference to its quality or use. The land had never been plowed. The territory occupied by a nation. He returned to the land of his birth. A politically organized body of people under a single government. An industrialized land. United States inventor who incorporated Polaroid film into lenses and invented the one-step photographic process, 1909 to 1991. Extensive landed property, especially in the country, retained by the owner for his own use. The family owned a large estate on Long Island. Reach or come to rest. The bird landed on the highest branch. Bring into a different state. This may land you in jail. The people who live in a nation or country. Arrive on shore. The ship landed in Pearl Harbor. Cause to come to the ground. The pilot managed to land the airplane safely. Agriculture considered as an occupation or way of life. There's no work on the land anymore. The solid part of the Earth's surface. The plane turned away from the sea and moved back over land. Shoot at and force to come down. The enemy landed several of our aircraft. Territory over which rule or control is exercised. He made it the law of the land. A domain in which something is dominant. A land of make-believe. Bring ashore. The drug smugglers landed the heroin on the beach of the island. Deliver, a blow. He landed several blows on his opponent's head. The land on which real estate is located. He built the house on land leased from the city. A politically organized body of people under a single government. African nations. The people who live in a nation or country. A statement that sums up the nation's mood. United States prohibitionist who raided saloons and destroyed bottles of liquor with a hatchet, 1846 to 1911. A federation of tribes, especially Native American tribes. The Shawnee Nation. A politically organized body of people under a single government. Indicate through a symbol, formula, etc. The territory occupied by a nation. A politically organized body of people under a single government. The state has elected a new president. Chemistry. The three traditional states of matter are solids, fixed shape and volume, and liquids, fixed volume and shaped by the container, and gases, filling the container. The solid state of water is called ice. The territory occupied by one of the constituent administrative districts of a nation. His state is in the deep south. Put before. The federal department in the United States that sets and maintains foreign policies. Express in words. State your opinion. A state of depression or agitation. He was in such a state you just couldn't reason with him. The group of people comprising the government of a sovereign state. The state has lowered its income tax. The way something is with respect to its main attributes. The current state of knowledge. A political system in which the supreme power lies in a body of citizens who can elect people to represent them. The doctrine that the numerical majority of an organized group can make decisions binding on the whole group. The political orientation of those who favor government by the people or by their elected representatives. A political system in which the supreme power lies in a body of citizens who can elect people to represent them. A form of government whose head of state is not a monarch. The head of state in a republic is usually a president. A unit with political responsibilities. A unit with political responsibilities. The members of a social organization who are in power. The members of a social organization who are in power. An international alliance involving many different countries. 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 The territory occupied by one of the constituent administrative districts of a nation. The proper sphere or extent of your activities. It was his province to take care of himself. A state consisting of a sovereign city. A state consisting of a sovereign city. Any of the countries in the British Commonwealth. A state exercising a degree of dominion over a dependent state, especially in its foreign affairs. A country that is poor and whose citizens are mostly agricultural workers but that wants to become more advanced socially and economically. A region marked off for administrative or other purposes. Dominance or power through legal authority. France held undisputed dominion over vast areas of Africa. One of the self-governing nations in the British Commonwealth. An associate who provides cooperation or assistance. He's a good ally in fight. A friendly nation. Become an ally or associate, as by a treaty or marriage. A state powerful enough to influence events throughout the world. Any state of which one is not a citizen. Working in a foreign country takes a bit of getting used to. A state powerful enough to influence events throughout the world. A nation that possesses formidable naval strength. Naval strength. A state powerful enough to influence events throughout the world.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.